Math left.
Then he explained to me why he didn't.
Which questions do you guys have?
I have 3 questions, but I just don't know which ones they are right now.
Oh, I did already have it open, didn't I? Oops. Alright, cool.
I haven't said anything, guys.
Some of them are like.
Which ones? What were the questions?
My computer's loading.
So what's mine?
Sort of.
Mine is 2, sort of. Improve my score. I accidentally started answering questions yesterday during 6th hour from the wrong assignment. It's alright, we stopped like halfway through and then we went to the other one.
Okay, stop.
Going once, twice?
No, I'm trying it.
Oh, she's trying.
Can you guys like mark these? You guys are doing your homework on paper, right? Why don't you mark them on paper so you know which ones you have questions and then you just go, bam, instead of having to open up your computer. You should be doing your work on paper.
Can you try 12?
You want me to try 12? What do you want me to try to do with it? I'm just being a meanie.
You're not very good at it.
I'm not. Well, I could be, but I don't want to be. Okay. Write equation of a line in slope intercept and standard form line that passes through this point and crosses and is parallel to that. So let me snatch up what we need. I'll do it on the other screen because I get more writing space. It feels a little cleaner than it does here, hon. So here we go. So we want a line that is parallel to that. What is the slope here of this line? Negative 1/4. Good. So if I want a line that's parallel, it's going to have to go with the same slope. So y equals negative 1/4 x plus b. I'm going to plug in the values, which is 5, negative 1/4, and then I've got the negative 1 in here plus b. So 5 equals a positive 1/4 plus b. Take away 1/4. And b is supposed to be 4 3/4, if I did that right. So 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. So 19/4 for b. So here's your slope-intercept form right there. Plus, so I think that's the first one. And the second one says use standard form, right? So you can go from here, you can do it again, whichever you want to do. In this case, I would multiply everything by 4. That would become 4y equals negative x plus 19, right? And then just move this over, and nice thing, it's going to be positive, so it's just x plus 4y is 19. And there's your standard form. Questions on that? Chris? Is this good? Did you do it the other way? Because you could do it his way too. I've been playing around with it a lot. You guys want to see it how he would have done it?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, show me how I would do it. All right. That's stupid. So if you want to go into standard form, you're just going to go, what is it, opposite of that? So you're going to go 1x plus the 4y is equal to c. Plug in the point, which is negative 1, right? So 1 times negative 1 plus 4 times 5. It's wrong. That's negative 1. That is 9. No, that's 20. So c equals 19. So just plug it back up here, and you're good to go. Or right here, sorry. Which is the same.
Wait, my computer says a different answer for that question.
Is it the same number?
Is it the same equation and coordinate?
It says negative 1/4 x plus 21/4.
21 over 4? You guys check my work?
Plug it in like that on your computer. Oh, God.
Yeah, because I just did it twice. Where'd it go? So slope intercept form. That is y equals, what was it? Negative 1, negative 1/4? So negative 1 over 4 x plus, what did we say, 19? 19 over 4.
Do you want to see it?
I do, actually.
Because this is why I kept getting this problem wrong. Every answer I put is wrong.
So you've plugged in 21 over 4.
No, I didn't do that.
Well, then erase it.
Yeah, I erased it.
So click inside the box. Oh,
I haven't done that one yet.
why is it
This
not
problem
turning?
like 5 times.
Let's plug it in. I just pushed clear all. So. Negative. Negative fraction. 1 over x
Come on.
Good night. That's how it was when I said 21 over.
Well, if the answer is wrong, you should just clear it. You can push clear and never erase it.
I told you just to come live with me and don't tell her that. Exactly.
Okay.
Did you do the standard form of that already?
Yeah, we did. It was this one. It's x plus 4y is 19.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. X plus 4y is 19. Math. Okay. What else you guys want to see on the homework? No?
Wait.
There was one problem I spent like an hour doing.
Oh my god. Don't do that
Because
again.
I kept getting like technicalities
Oh.
wrong.
Can you do 5 or 9?
He
Oh,
said
yeah,
do that
like
again.
9, that's what it was.
Yeah, don't spend more than don't spend more than 10 minutes on one problem.
It's because I kept getting like a sign wrong for like one number. and I
That's okay. If you were chasing, what did it go?
Wait, number 5 is that one that I didn't get the other day too. But
What did I heard like 5 or 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, either
9.
one.
Okay. So write the standard form of this equation. The standard form. Okay. So changing y over changing x, right? So 5 minus a negative 8. 13? 13? 13? And then negative 2 minus 4 is going to be negative 6. So there's that, right? Now I'm going to kick it Corbin's way. So, and I'm just going to go straight to standard. So watch this little trick here, because you got to play with it when you go this direction. I want the first one to be positive, right? So I'm going to leave the 13x as positive and change the y to be the opposite of negative. So that y is going to become a positive 6y equals c. And then I could plug one of the 2 points in. Doesn't matter which one? It doesn't matter.
4 negative.
I'm going to pick the small numbers. Cool? Well, the small numbers, I should say. Because technically, negative 8 is smaller than... so it should be 13 times negative 2 plus 6 times 5 is c. This is 30. This is negative 26, right? So c is 4. So now I have it. I just got to switch this c out for a 4. And if I did everything correctly, it should be good. So 13 here, tab over 6, tab 4. Math. You alright? You okay?
For me?
Oh, there you go. What are you listening to? Thank you.
Wait, did I do this right?
He almost spit it
Thanks, you. I actually like the History Channel, but it's just kind of funny that Steve would be watching that.
Wait, can you see if I did this right? I'm saying I'm wrong.
Why does it keep saying you're wrong?
I
I usually am.
Let's see here. Why are you doing this right now, though?
Because of the problems I didn't get.
Yeah, but you should not be doing these right now. You should be just taking out them.
I did do it, and I'm
So
saying
10 minus 8 is
I'm
2.
saying I'm right.
And then negative 4 minus 4 is a negative 5. Should give you a positive 5. And then which point did you put in?
I'm not.
Negative 2, that's 50.
I didn't get that.
That should be 50 minus 2. If you plug in this number right here, that gives you 50, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 times negative 1 is. So it should be 40, not 50.
I was a little creative, but I was still missing.
Okay, cool. What else do you guys want to see? Math.
Number 5.
That's the way you just did. 5 is like, 5 is like this.
Didn't we just do 5?
No, we did not.
Did I do it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Similar question. Oh, this is even better because they already gave me the slope, right? So this is going to become 11x minus 14y is equal to c. So if I multiply by, see if I plug in the negatives, this is going to end up being negative 11. This will end up being positive 14. So c is 3. Just plug it in here. Oh, that was really fast. I'm sorry. Do it again?
Yeah.
Do it again. I'm sorry. I just got excited there. I really did. Okay, so you guys understand where the 11x minus 14y comes from, right? It's from that slope piece. Now, all I'm going to do at this point is plug in the x and the y coordinate. Negative 1, negative 1. So this becomes negative 11. This becomes a positive 14. Therefore, c is simply 3. So plug that in there. Tab 14, tab 3. And there's a little hint right here too. You see it? Like they give you the little symbol in there where it's supposed to be. That's pretty cool.
I thought it was supposed to be positive 14.
You have to do the opposite of one of them, remember? Because we're going from slope back to the equation.
Oh, okay.
So you got to make one of them negative. So I turned the 14 negative. Because I could do the opposite of this 11 and leave it as 14. C will end up being negative 3. But can I have a negative up front? So I'll end up changing all the signs, which is just one more step. I'll take care of it right now. Okay? So yes, I have been messing with that a lot. Easy? I can do it in my sleep. Because I did. I was snoring and... Actually, I have an alarm in the mornings. It's a math alarm. Yeah, so to turn it off, I have to do 3 math problems correctly. And I've deactivated it half asleep. Like, my watch like, did the alarm even ring? I'm like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, alarm deactivated.
I was like, your wife doesn't get mad at you, I'd be so mad.
Well, we have to get up anyway. She has to get the kids ready for school, so.
I would cry.
She doesn't have a math alarm. I have a math alarm.
I know, but I'm saying, I heard that, and I was like,
Are they like
answer those.
or are they like 3 plus 1?
No, they're addition and subtraction ones. But when you're half asleep, even that's kind of like, you mess them up. I've messed them up. And then I get mad. Which is what wakes me up. What? No, that was right.
So you can't hit
So
snooze
weak.
on it?
You can. You get 2 snooze, and then after that you get none. You set it all up beforehand. So if you want it to be like 5 snooze, you can. If you want it to be 1 snooze, and then how long that snooze is as well.
Like 20 minutes. No, I overslept 2 of my alarms.
Now my wife used to get at me because I used to do that. I would have my alarm like at 5:30, and I would snooze all the way till like 6 o'clock. You're like, why don't you just sleep till 6 o'clock and turn the alarm on then?
Because then you're like half awake, and by the next one you're ready.
She was right. I actually felt better after that because I get enough sleep, I guess, and then because you're still tired no matter when you wake up, right? But you're like you could get 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep, and you still wake up like, oh, I'm so tired.
I need like a 10 hours sleep during wrestling season.
Okay, we're good
I
here.
always like crash out at gym.
What else? What else? We gotta get this lesson out the word. We're behind schedule, broskies. We were supposed to be done today, remember?
We are?
We were supposed to be with the unit.
We're not gonna be done till next Tuesday.
I know, pretty much now.
That's okay.
It is okay. I am totally okay with that. As long as we're not, what's the word I want to use?
I'm tired.
What? Neandering. What is that? Like a Neanderthal? Just roaming?
Being like lazy.
Yeah, there you go. As long as we're not just being lazy. All right, cool beans. What did I do? So no more questions. We're good? Awesome. Let's jump into the lesson then. Please make sure you get your homework turned in before the end. Close your laptops. Grab paper for some notes.
All homeworks do Sundays and stuff still?
So far I'm being very nice with it, yeah. But there's going to be a point where I'm just going to do it at the end of the day. It's easier for me. But there's nothing wrong with that. If you do get it done on Sunday, you just let me know that you did it, and then I go back and change your grade. But you have to tell me at that point. Once I've entered it in the grade book, there's no way for me to know what you've done.
The chapter 1 pretest the homework that we did, when's that gonna be?
We did homework in chapter 3?
Chapter 1, that pretest or whatever.
What is this?
We took it right. We did it like the night before the test.
I put it in. I gave everybody hundreds.
Yeah.
Did you
He's
practice
been
it?
in all grades.
Yeah. Yeah, if as long as you practice, you got 100. I was being gracious.
Sorry. My ears are just
I'm thirsty now. If you guys ever do become absent or something, you can still watch. You can, if you do the live stream, you can actually chat with me over here. There's a chat box, and you can ask your questions and stuff. Or you can just watch it when you feel better. It'll be on there.
Yep, yep, yep.
All right, peeps.
That's the one
Oh, I got the chills.
I got the chills, they're multiplying.
Have you ever heard about the theories of that movie?
No,
There's
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Why?
Because it's not
What's
fun.
fun in
All
that?
right, we got to get through this. This is linear equations in 2 variables. Linear equations in 2 variables. You're going to graph linear inequalities. Graph linear inequalities in 2 variables. Graph the intersection of 2 linear inequalities. Graph the union of 2 linear inequalities. And you can use a graphing calculator to solve linear inequalities in 1 variable. If we don't get to that 4, that's fine. Definitely 1, 2, and 3 I want to get through today. I've got about 20 minutes to do it in, which is kill. It's more than enough time. Let's get started. Graphing linear inequalities in 2 variables is our first objective. They're going to look just like our other equations, which are standard form. But we're going to get this less than, greater than, instead of our equal sign there. And that's what they'll look like in standard form. Okay? Cool. All right. The symbols less than, equal to, and greater than equal to, remember, place less than or greater than in the definition. The difference between the two, when you graph your line, if it does have an equal to part to it, this line needs to be a solid line. That indicates to the reader that whatever's on that line is part of the solution. If it's simply a less than or greater than symbol, then this line will be a broken line or a dashed line, whatever you want to call it. Okay, a broken line, indicating to the reader that whatever is on that line is not part of the solution. It's kind of the equivalent to having a parenthesis or a bracket. When we graph, we're going to use a solid line or we're going to use a broken line. Okay? One way that you can do this problem here, let's see here. Did they give us an example? No. Let's say if you want to use the two-intercept method to kind of do this problem, let's call it x plus y. Let's go with less than equal to 5. Okay? So I'm going to show you one way you can do this. I'm going to use the two-intercept method because it's in standard form, right? That's going to give me a 5 for y. So here's my 5 for y. And if I make y 0, I'm going to get a 5 for x, right? So there's my 5 for x. I connect those two with a solid line because that is equal to. So it would look like this. Now, I have to figure out whether I'm going to shade above that line or below that line. Please don't make this complicated, what's above, what's below. Okay? Always go to the y part, and where the numbers are less than is below, correct? That indicates less than. If it's greater than, you would shade above. Now, it's kind of hard. Whoa, what'd you do? What did I do? Oh, come back here.
Wait, less than shade below?
Well, so actually save that for later, okay? Here's what we're going to do. Pick a point. Something simple for this one.
1, 2.
Even easier is 0, 0. Right? If you have the point 0, 0 available, pick that point. Because here's what's going to happen. X is 0, y is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 5? That means that you shade under that. Okay? You shade under that. If you were to pick something that's not, for example, this point here that's 5, 3. See how it's on the other side? If I plug that number in, 5 plus 3 is 8 less than or equal to 5? It's not. So that's not the true section. It's the one below. You guys catch that?
So you shade the true section?
You always shade the one that's true. Because anything that's on this side is a possible solution to that inequality. Anything above that is not. Can I pick something that's on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it's equal to, exactly. Okay? Questions there? Cool beans, moving on. Yeah, that's, yeah. Caution. Okay, cool. Let's try it out. You guys ready? If x is 0, y is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When y is 0, x is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid or broken line?
Solid.
Solid. So I'm going to put a solid line through those. And then I'm going to say, all right, which point would I like to pick? Which point do I want to check? 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 less than 4. Is 0 less than or equal to 4? Yes. So I would shade below that. And I'm done. Okay? If you pick something above that, if you wanted to check the above part first, you can. But you're going to get a false response or a solution that's not true. Does that make sense? May I move on?
Yep.
Cool. And yeah, they're going to say it all that, which is cool. Okay? Moving on still. Okay, remember what I was saying earlier about the shade above, shade below? That always works if it's in slope-intercept form. It won't always work if it's in standard form. So that's why I say hold off on that. Let's do it this way. Okay? So let's grab.
So if they give you like standard form, you have to put it in the slope intercept in order to figure out.
But it's just easier to plug in a point, isn't it? Okay? Here's another example, okay? And I'll show you both ways. What's my y-intercept? 1, 2, 3. X-intercept? 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid or broken? And at what point am I going to plug in? 0, 0, because that's available. I can already see that's going to end up being 0. So I'm shading below that. Okay?
When wouldn't you shade below?
When wouldn't you?
When it's greater than?
When it's greater than.
Aw.
So as long
Well, as long as the point works. Let's be careful with that, okay? If it was in slope intercept form, which is y equals -3/4 x plus 3, then sorry, that's not equals. It should be less than. In this form, it never fails. Y is less than, so I shade below. Over here, it hasn't always worked for me. Okay, here it has.
But 90% of the time, if it's less than it's below, and if it's greater than it's below.
Sure. The thing is, you said 90%. And being a stats guy, I would question that. But yeah, pretty good chances. Okay, but it's just easier to just check the point and be 100% positive, right? Okay, and of course you can plug a point here if you wanted to, but what's the point, right? If I plugged in 0, 0, this would go away. Is 0 less than 3? Exactly. So it works. Right? Moving on. They actually had you converted here. I wouldn't have done that. Too much work, right? Now sometimes, cool. Now we're going to graph the intersection of two inequalities. So now you get two of them. You get two of them. Two, as in dose. Let me.
I'm tired.
Oh, my ears almost fell off.
Okay. That was really not straight. Okay, cool. Let's start with this first one. If x is 0, y is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If y is 0, x is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah, you did it opposite.
If x is 0, oh, you're right. Thank you. Okay, cool. So if x is 0, y is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If y is 0, x is 4. Okay. Solid or broken? Solid here. Okay. So it's going to go like this. Now, I need to figure out whether I'm going to shade above or shade below. And the answer is? Shade below, right? So, no? No? See, this is what I said. You got to be careful. We're checking. This is the point we're checking, right? We're checking if this is the solution. So if I plug in 0 minus 0, 0 is less than 4. It's true, making this section of the graph true. You see why I said you got to really be careful there. Okay? So, let's go back here, which means I'm shading above that line. I'm shading where the answer is. Hey, stop doing that. So all of this, my answer. Are we cool with that one? Well, that's the other one we have to do. We're doing one at a time. Is that cool with everybody? Let's do the other one now. You guys ready? X equals -2. It's a vertical line, isn't it? So I go to -2, and it's going to be solid or broken? Solid. Okay. Now I need to decide, do I shade above or shade below? This one's pretty easy. Where are the x's bigger than -2?
To the right.
To the right, right? So I'm going to shade on this side of the line. Where do I have both shades? Where do I have both shades? Do I have both of the shades here? Do I have both of the shades here? I've got both of the shades in here, don't I? So therefore that is the solution. That is the solution. Not this piece. Not this piece. That's gross. But that piece that has the multiple shades in it. Okay, it's got to have all of the shades in it.
You could sell that for real.
Picasso style.
Put on a t-shirt.
It looks like something would be on those cups. So
Call it
this is
matte.
all the 90s.
What did it make money?
And then it's, 100 years to drop it to like 10.
Questions here?
What? Added to this little too high for me.
Okay, continuing. So there's that problem. Okay. Graph the union of two linear inequalities. The union of two linear inequalities. You guys remember the difference on this one? What is this one? This is an and, right? Over here, huh? It's an or, so it can be in one piece or the other. Okay? So just real quick, boom. Hey, what the heck? We gonna do it in the calculator? Well, let's just do it here. Should I go to the other board? Or are you guys okay with this one? Stop jumping around. Doesn't matter. If x is 0, y is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put a point there. If y is 0, then x is 3, 1, 2, 3. Broken line. Do I shade above or shade below? Shade above in this case, huh? So I'm going to shade up here. And then this says x is less than 2. So I'm going to go over to 2. Broken line as well. And I'm going to shade, what is it, above that? And I'm only using one color this time because it doesn't matter. It's whatever's inside of one or the other. The only piece that is not a solution is this little triangle right here that moves on toward infinity. So it would go on forever that way. So all of this little triangle is not a solution. Right, Esther?
For me.
Okay. Questions? Yes, no, maybe so? Easy?
That was easy.
Hey, we're done then.
Good day.
Yep. That's the day. I'll get the homework set up right now. Let me stop this.